Welcome children, continuity of the lesson Mother's Day by J.B. Priestley. Children, in the last class I told you that Mrs. Pearson did not want to iron Doris Pearson's yellow silk. She wanted Doris to iron her dress herself. But Doris Pearson wanted her mother to iron her yellow silk. She did not want to do it herself. Why? Because she thought her mother always had done that work. Mrs. Pearson, well, this time I don't. Mrs. Pearson clearly told her that time she did not want to do that work. And don't talk rubbish to me about working hard. She did not want Doris Pearson to talk nonsense about her work. She indicated that she knew what was true and what was wrong. I have a good idea how much you do. Here she was being sarcastic. She knew she had a good idea how much Doris Pearson did about her work. Doris Pearson, I put in twice the hours you do and get no wages, no thanks for it. Mrs. Pearson told her that the number of hours she put in was more than the number of hours Doris Pearson put in. In other words, Mrs. Pearson claimed that she worked more than Doris Pearson, twice the hours you do. If Doris Pearson, according to her, worked for 8 hours, Mrs. Pearson worked for 16 hours and get no wages, no thanks for it. Besides, nobody thanked her for her work. Nobody thanked Mrs. Pearson for her work. She did not receive any payment, any wages, any salary for her work. It was obvious that Mrs. Pearson was being sarcastic. She was using sarcasm. She was taunting. Why are you going to wear your yellow silk? She wanted to know the reason why Doris Pearson was going to use her yellow silk that night. Where are you going? She wanted to know where she was going. Doris Pearson had never expected her mother to ask these questions. Earlier she had not done. Who? Mrs. Pearson. Doris sulkily. Children, if you sulk, you are in a bad mood and you do not want to talk. Doris did not want to answer this question. Answer the questions asked by her mother. She did not know that she was dealing with Mrs. Fitzgerald. And what was Mrs. Fitzgerald's purpose? She wanted to bring real Mrs. Pearson's family on the path of improvement. Doris said sulkily, out with Charlie Spence. She did not want to say about her plan, but she had to say that she was going out with Charlie Spence. She said that she was going out with Charlie Spence. Mrs. Pearson, why? Mrs. Pearson is showing rude behavior toward her. Why? She wanted to know why it was necessary for Doris Pearson to go out with Charlie Spence. Doris, wildly, in a way that is not controlled. Wildly means, it means in a way that is not controlled, harshly. Why? Doris Pearson lost her temper. She used the word why twice. What's the matter with you? She did not know what had happened to her mother. She wanted to know. Why shouldn't I go out with Charlie Spence if he asks me and I want to? She failed to understand why she should not go out with Charlie Spence. If he had asked her to go out with him, and she also wanted to go out with him, what were the objections her mother had? She wanted to know. Any objections? Go on, you might as well tell me. Here Doris seemed to be upset more than ever. But she was not allowed to continue her sentence. She wanted to say something more, but she was cut short. She was cut short. She was interrupted by Mrs. Pearson. Severely. Severely means harshly. Can't you find anybody better? She asked Doris Pearson if she could not find anybody better than Charles Spence. It was obvious that she was showing her hatred towards Charlie Spence. I wouldn't be seen dead with Charlie Spence. She told Doris that she was the last person to be seen in the company of a person like Charlie Spence. She was being sarcastic again. She was showing her hatred towards Charlie Spence. Buck teeth and half-witted. Buck is a kind of children. Buck is a kind of dear children. And buck teeth, what do these words mean? Top teeth that stick forward. Top teeth that stick forward. And half-witted. Mrs. Pearson thought that Charlie Spence had buck teeth and he was a stupid person. That's why she did not like him. That is why she did not want Doris Pearson to go out with him. Doris isn't. Doris once again was unable to finish her sentence. She just said he isn't. She wanted to say that Charlie Spence was not like the person. Charlie Spence did not have buck teeth and he was not a stupid person. Mrs. Pearson, when I was your age, I would have found somebody better than Charlie Spence. Once again we find hatred here being displayed by Mrs. Pearson. She said to Doris that she would have found somebody better than Charlie Spence when she was her age. Don't you think? She was trying to show her hatred or given myself up as a bad job. And if she had been unable to find a better person than Charlie Spence, she would have given herself up as a bad job. Note this phrase, to give yourself up as a bad job. To decide to stop doing something because there is no hope of success. To decide to stop doing something because there is no hope of success. These words made Doris emotional. She had never expected her mother to use these words against Charlie Spence, with whom she was going out. Nearly in tears, Doris Pearson was almost in tears. It appeared that she was on the verge of crying. Oh, shut up! She did not want her mother to speak anymore. She wanted her to close her mouth. She was not in favor of, she did not want, Doris Pearson did not want any objectionable word used against that person named Charlie Spence by anybody. She did not want her mother to use objectionable words against Charlie Spence. So she lost her temper and told her mother to shut up, to close her mouth. Doris runs out left. Now, after being emotional, she ran towards the left hand side. Thank you, children.